with us today. Very happy to have a conversation with you. Maybe we can begin with you telling us a bit about your company and your role in it.
Perfect. So, well, my name is Silvia Casado, as you know, and I work for Total Freight. Total Freight is quite a new company in the market. With just like 8 years in the market, we have been able to grow from 20 employees, which started in 2016, and myself was one of these 20 employees, and it was able to grow from 20 to 100 employees nowadays. So, well, our head office is based in Barcelona, but since we have been growing, now we have offices in Madrid, Valencia, and also Bilbao, as well as some sales representatives in
Mhm.
all over the country.
Nice. And what exactly do you do? What's your role in the company?
Well, I'm actually the air freight operations and air product manager. So I have a team of 16 people, and I'm in charge of controlling, supervising all the operations, air freight operations within the company, and also in charge of negotiating with airlines.
Ah, nice. Okay.
Hmm.
Sounds like a very exciting role, I think. How
It
long
is.
have you been doing this now?
Well, it is a challenging role actually because it's a kind of a hybrid position.
Hmm.
So it's a challenge, but it's also like nice to be able to cope with like running a staff, a group of persons, a team, and also like being able to work with together with airlines, which is good
Yeah.
to be in the market as well. So I have both roles, and it's quite of a big challenge, but also a nice experience so far.
Yeah,
And
I'm sure.
within the company, it's 8 years that I'm working as
Oh,
effort manager, but I've been working also in the sector for more than 17 years. So it's quite a
wow.
long way so far.
That's I'm sure that you have a lot of things and insights to share from everything you have seen. So maybe we can begin with, just a little bit of um, industry insights from your side. Maybe do you want to share what you see, what current trends you see shaping the air freight industry? How have things changed in the last 17 years that you have worked here?
Yeah, sure. I mean, in so many years, I mean, like the actual a situation over the world, like not just in the air freight, but in general. I mean, it's a
Yeah.
really uncertain and changing world. So we have to be ready for that, and we have to be really adaptive to that
Yeah.
situation. So that's why we really need to be focused on trends and any changes happening, because we have to be there to find solutions and adapt really. So what I can highlight from these new trends comparing to the past, I think like the e-commerce growth, it's one of the big
Yeah.
issues and
Yeah.
accelerated it after the pandemic. Uh, I think it has provoked like a big demand, a higher demand on air freight. I think it's one of the highlights. And then also like digitalization and technology. This is one of the biggest changes, and it has come like so fast. I mean, I think pandemic just make everything like grow faster, and I think our company was already prepared for that because we started as a non-paper company, so we everything was digital in our company since the beginning. So I think this was one of our key points too. mm, I could say is like sustainability and green logistics is something that we didn't even think about in the past.
Yeah.
So I think it's one of the main trends in in the present and also in the future.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I think sustainability is a very important topic now, growing, something that all of us really, I mean, should take care of, right? Also. And definitely, I think digitalization technology has transformed every industry, including air freight, including
Hmm.
everything else that we do in our daily lives. Things have started to really change quickly. Um, mostly for the better. I think
I
it's
think
good.
so.
We're becoming more efficient, more quick, more productive in our
Mhm.
daily lives, in our work lives. Yeah,
That's true.
awesome.
Present.
So thanks for sharing that. Let's move on. Maybe we can talk a little bit about with these trends, what are some of the bigger challenges that you see facing the industry right now? Is it in terms of like changing or in terms of a day-to-day, what challenges do you see?
Mhm. Okay, I think from these challenges, I could point out like the capacity problems or aircraft availability sometimes in some routes. Like again, after the reduction in passenger flights after the pandemic, I think the situation is getting again back to normal, kind of normal, but still there are some issues with capacity. And also, I can tell that also infrastructure is not good enough
Mhm.
to face all the volume on the air freight. There are lots of bottlenecks at airports, at facilities that they are often congested. So this is one of the main problems in with we face daily. Then also like the operational costs are always like rising and fluctuating, like fuel prices, labor costs. So everything like after the pandemic again, like skill positions like pilots, mechanics, all this sector has been affected.
Yeah.
So it's complicated to find professionals. So also costs are increasing, and it does affect to us too.
Of course. Yeah, that's a very good point you bring. I think the things haven't quite bounced back since the pandemic, and we're still feeling the repercussions and we're still recovering. And yes,
Hmm.
of course, it's difficult to keep moving over there. Um, yes. Um, okay, I would like to move on to ask you a little bit more about your experience with Cargo AI. Maybe
Hmm.
we can begin with what led your company to choose Cargo AI as a solution for your
Hmm.
air freight market needs.
Okay, so we actually use cargo AI for some bookings with some airlines, and
Mhm.
we were really interested in all the services of the platform lately, because I think you have developed a really good platform, and nowadays you have a really good service.
Thank you.
And I could highlight like the user friendly interface,
Mhm.
also, yeah, the investment you have done in AI, in technology, in having like analytics on the platform available for us. Also, for us, the key point was the sustainnable part. All the information you
Right.
have regarding like CO2 impact, how can you contribute with buying SAF, SAF
Hmm.
fuel. That was like completely an important thing for us. Also allow us to get into some important traffics that really were really demanding that information, and some other suppliers or platforms were not able to give to us. So this was really a whole service that was really determined for us.
Wow. Yeah, like I said, sustainability very important now. And I'm really glad and thankful that you recognized our solution and it has been able to help you over there. What were the key pain points that you were experiencing before you adopted Kaguya's solution, whether it was in booking or in your sustainability? Maybe you can highlight what were the things what were the problems you were facing before, and maybe how Kaguya has helped you solve them.
Well, for example, with airlines, not having like a platform to be able to book or check for dynamic rates, for example, this is very important for us. And like having to call an airline or having to send an email to request like some flight schedule was taking too long. We were delaying replies to our customers, so the customers did not receive the service they were expecting from us. And also sometimes there were like some misunderstandings with cost, with dates, with other information that was not really clear if you do it on the phone, or so with this platform and all this information, it's so easy, and it's great to work also as a team, because we have all the information connected, so any person in within the team can see if someone else has made a reservation or has requested a rate. So having also the opportunity to ask for rates through your platform to different airlines is something really uh really handy for us. So it's there are so many improvements that we have get with your platform, to be honest.
Thank you so much. I think, yes, we are always trying to make things as easy to use as possible. And it always helps us to hear when when it has helped people. And also, we're always eager to like get feedback. I think we're always wanting to improve more because it's still new and we still want to do better and bring more features, right?
Hmm.
Um, and anything else that you want to share for over here? Any what results that have you seen after you started using Kaguya solution? If you have any numbers to share.
Yeah, well, for example, the possibility to like pre-book also some shipments, and be able to get an advice before
Mhm.
this the I think it's like 2 days before the departure time.
Mhm.
You get an
Mhm.
email advising, well, you have this reservation, not sure if this is okay or not, so you can maybe cancel it or without a penalty. So that's really a big thing, because you can just block this space. And for our customers, and sometimes you do a quotation, and you are not 100% sure that customer is going to confirm. And using
Yeah.
dynamic rates, we have this problem that you can quote with a dynamic rate, but then it does, I mean, at the time that you want to book, it's not available anymore.
Yeah.
So we have real problems with that. So with this option you are offering, this is a great thing for us, because we can just block that rate, block that space, and then also we get an advice that we have that. Don't forget that we do have that blocked, and it's a perfect thing. Really, it has helped a lot to also to confirm new traffics. Otherwise, we couldn't like offer that rate to the customer, because we cannot risk. So
Yeah.
that's a great point.
Yeah, thanks. Yes, the options and the allotments, new features that we've done, we've worked very hard on them for a very long time. So glad to hear that you're seeing benefits out of it. So, what aspects of Cargo AI's platform do you find to be most valuable, and how has it impacted your day-to-day operations? Um, is there anything you would like to share for here?
Well, again, it's like kind of a matter of time saving. I mean, we have a reduction in the time of booking, checking rates, and documentation processes. I mean, everything is really smooth, really fast, and easy. Also, with the dynamic rates and all the options you have in the platform, we can get like a cost reduction, getting better rates for our customers. We do minimize mistakes, and well, I could point out like the analytics part that allow us to analyze the metrics and check how are we doing in the market, how our company is doing in the market. So this innovation like keep us in our company ahead of the competitors if they are not using the platform.
You said you have been using the platform before for booking,
Hmm.
and then recently you also started using the sustainability part of it.
Hmm.
Um, do you have any thoughts, or have you thought about how you see Kauge solution playing a role in the future of your company's like strategy, how it can benefit you more maybe in the coming few months or years?
Yes, well, one of the most important things too of the I forgot to mention before, but it's the option that you can also like connect with the ERP. So we expect in the future to be able to connect our system with Cargo
Mm-hmm.
A platform as well. So this could
Mm-hmm.
be really great to share like all the information, and that would be something that we haven't been able to do with other suppliers, and I think it's one of the key points to our future cooperation, and also of course the sustainability tool which is really important. And I think the company is working into this issue. Like sustainability for us is very important, and we want to be one of the first ones to develop this service and include it in our service. So
Yeah.
it's finally part of our service, and we make like our customers be part of the impact in sustainability too. So that's a great thing too.
Wow, thank you. I really hope we can help you grow and we can grow together in the coming few years. And hope we can bring more technology to the industry.
I'm sure about that.
um, Thanks. So maybe I want to move in a little bit more for in general.
Mhm.
If there are any best practices or tips that you would like to share with people on how you have discovered that could help others in the industry to optimize their air freight processes. If you have any tips or tricks that you would like to share.
For us, like dynamic rates and pricing, monitoring and adjusting rates is something really important. And I, I think like negotiating agreements with airlines is okay, but we know that we don't have like all really regular traffics. So it's great that you can also be competitive, having the best rates in the market in that pretty moment. So I think like maximizing the use of these kind of services, and yes, trying to invest in tools or technology to keep our customers updated, like real time update.
Yes. Yeah.
Manual information, always we have to wait for the team to check the tracking, update it in the system, and inform the customer. This is, I think, old school.
Yeah, very good point. Really good point you brought about also adopting the digital tools and solutions. Maybe do you have um, again any recommendations on how or what companies should look for when they're choosing a technology partner or solution?
Well, for me, it's important that your supplier, your partner, like is able to listen to your needs and be able to make changes if necessary after your suggestions, because sometimes like, well, some companies have these services, and is that what they have, or maybe their structure is not bigger, or is not their scope, or not their focus. But we really need a partner which is like, again, as the world is like changing all the time, so we really need someone
Yeah.
to adapt and
Yeah.
to listen our daily needs. So that's important for us.
Very, very interesting point, actually. Yes. Especially since technology is still very new to the sector, it is important to listen to each other, right? And grow in the right direction. Right. Thanks. Thanks for sharing
Yeah,
that good point.
for us, the team is always like trying to bring like some suggestions, even if they are small. I mean, for us, it's always important because, of course, like people working behind the desk, they are not in the daily operation. So th- who better than the operational team who can see where are the things that they may need or may. So I think that's a very important thing to work together and
Yeah.
grow together.
100%. Yes. We talked already about like the trends that you have seen in the industry over the last 17 years. Um, to bring it towards an end and a wrap up, what do you see or how do you see the air freight industry evolving in the next few years? What trends do you see coming up right now that you think will bring a lot of change?
Well, again, new technology, sustainability, I think they will roll the whole industry in the future, and it will go through a significant transformation, and we really need to be always innovating and trying to find new tools and be ready to all the changes that will come that we really cannot forecast because we.
Awesome. Finally, is there anything else that you would like to share about your overall experience working with Cargo AI? Um, how has the adoption been for you, for your company? How has the transition been for you?
Well, it's been easy. I mean, our team is really used to use like digital platforms, digital services. We used to work with straight with airline websites before there
Yeah.
were like that, like any other platform started. So we are really, really, they're really good into that. I mean, our team is also like very young, in general, like from 20 to 30. No, no.
Ah, okay.
So I think they are really open to these new platforms and development. So it's not something uh, changes for us are not a problem, are a challenge sometimes. But especially when you find a supplier who a partner who provides something like really friendly user and also all the information that you offer, it's useful for us and I mean our team is very happy with the new tool. Of course we share it with other tools and in the market we
Yeah,
want to be always
of
like
course.
in we have to have all the information possible and and yes, I mean for us so far the experience is very good and hope we can develop a lot of things together in the future too.
Thanks so much. Yes. Really glad that really glad to hear your experience. Also, yes, it's really nice to have a young team. It's much easier to try new things, test new things.
Hmm.
Helps to grow in the current market, right? Yeah, I think that's all I have to ask for today. If I have a final question, is just do you have any words of wisdom that you would like to leave for people before we end?
Well, if I have to say something else, I would say that there is a real problem to find professionals in the air freight sector. I mean, there are a lot of people studying logistics and focus on logistics, but air freight is not one of the spots. So I would encourage like new generations to go to that to the air freight because it's. I mean, in the future we will need like new employees, new positions, new managers. So I think the industry has to keep growing and I think once you try air freight, you discover it and you cannot leave it. Yeah.
Yes, me too. I tried it, I discovered it, I love it.
So that's my last advice and because I see that there are lots I mean there's a lot of talent there are lots of things to do. I think young people new generations can bring fresh ideas and fresh air to the market and we really need like good professionals in here in the future.
Really good insights. Yes, thank you so much. I think you have been amazing. You've shared a lot of very interesting details, very um, knowledgeable things for people to hear. And I'm very grateful that you joined us for the interview today. Thank you so much for your time.
No, thank you for inviting me. It's been a pleasure.